The world came to a grinding halt as the global internet blinked out of existence. It was a day like none other, a day that brought home the stark reality of our heavy reliance on internet connectivity. In an instant, life as we knew it changed. The routine humdrum of daily life was disrupted and the world was thrown into chaos. Airports turned into pandemonium as flight information vanished, leaving passengers stranded and confused. Banks faced an unprecedented crisis, with transactions halted and access to funds abruptly cut off. Businesses large and small were crippled, unable to operate in a world that had suddenly gone offline. The impact was not just limited to physical spaces. The virtual world was just as affected, if not more. Microsoft services, the backbone of many organizations, suffered a massive blow. Power BI, Microsoft Fabric, Teams, and administrative centers, all these services that we've come to rely on, blinked out. The outage left us exposed, highlighting the precariousness of our digital existence. As we grappled with the immediate impacts, it became evident that this was not just a mere inconvenience, it was a wake-up call, a stark reminder of the fragility of our interconnected world. The outage underscored the need for a robust backup plan for strategies that could help us navigate such a crisis. But the outage also sparked numerous questions. What had caused this massive disruption? Why had the internet, our lifeline, failed us so suddenly? As the world plunged into digital darkness, theories began to swirl. Over the next few minutes, we will delve into these questions, explore potential theories, and discuss what we can do to prepare for future outages. The world may have come to a standstill on the day the internet went dark, but it also taught us valuable lessons. Lessons that could potentially help us thrive in a world without internet. So, stay tuned as we navigate this journey into the unknown. Because the next time the internet goes dark, you'll want to be ready. As the world plunged into digital darkness, theories began to swirl. From cyber warfare to corporate sabotage, the theories were as varied as they were frightening. In the wake of the global internet outage, a flurry of speculations arose, each one more alarming than the last. Let's start with cyber attacks. As we've seen in the past, hackers are capable of causing widespread disruption. Could this have been a show of force from a rogue group, or even a state-sponsored act of cyber warfare? The signs were certainly there, with Microsoft services like Power BI, Microsoft Fabric, Microsoft Teams, and administrative centers taking a major hit. Then there's the theory of government control. Could this have been a demonstration of power, a way to show the world that our reliance on the internet can be used against us? After all, controlling the flow of information is a potent tool in the hands of any government. Others hypothesized corporate sabotage. In the dog-eat-dog world of tech giants, could one company have pulled the plug to gain a competitive edge? It's a chilling thought, but not entirely outside the realm of possibility. A more ominous theory suggested this was a test run for an internet kill switch. If true, it would mean someone has the power to shut down the world's digital infrastructure at will. A terrifying prospect indeed. The outage could also have been a cover-up for an infrastructure failure. Instead of admitting a colossal error or oversight, the outage could have been presented as something more sinister to deflect blame. Finally, some believe this could be preparation for a major event. The outage gave us a taste of what life could be like without internet connectivity, perhaps serving as a wake-up call for us to prepare for a future where such outages could be more frequent, or even permanent. While the theories abound, one thing is clear: the need for preparedness. As we navigate through an increasingly digital world, we must remember that our heavy reliance on the internet leaves us vulnerable. So let's prepare, stay informed, and be ready for any eventuality. When connectivity fails, survival instincts kick in. It's time to talk about how to prepare for an internet outage, from analog alternatives to digital technology to safeguarding your essential documents. Firstly, let's consider communication. Ham radios, an oldie but a goodie, can be a lifeline when the internet goes dark. These radios use frequencies that are always available, making them a reliable option for staying connected. Similarly, satellite phones, while a bit pricey, offer an independent communication line that's not dependent on local network infrastructure. Next up, two-way radios, a prepper's staple. They are excellent for short-range communication, particularly useful if you're coordinating with a group in a localized area. But communication isn't everything. Power is another critical factor. So let's discuss generators, solar chargers, and portable power banks. Generators, though bulky, can power essential equipment during an outage. Solar chargers, on the other hand, offer a renewable energy source, perfect for keeping small devices alive. And portable power banks? They're your quick, grab-and-go solution for mobile devices. Now let's not forget about safeguarding essential information. In today's digital age, we've grown accustomed to having everything at our fingertips. But what happens when cloud storage evaporates in an internet outage? That's where physical copies come into play. Have hard copies of essential documents like IDs, birth certificates, and property deeds. It's old school, but it's foolproof. Preparing for an internet outage isn't about fearing the worst, it's about being ready for any situation. It's about understanding that while technology offers convenience, it also brings vulnerabilities. So, embracing analog alternatives alongside our digital devices can provide a much-needed safety net when the digital world goes dark. In an increasingly digital world, going analog might just be your saving grace. Survival, however, isn't just about staying connected. It's about being prepared for any situation, and that includes times when technology can't help us. Let's talk about offline storage. In an age where we're used to having everything at our fingertips, it's easy to forget the importance of having data stored offline. From important documents to cherished photos, having a physical or localized digital copy can be a lifesaver when the cloud is no longer accessible. Similarly, books and manuals can prove invaluable. Consider investing in a good set of survival books, manuals, and guides. They can provide crucial information on topics ranging from first aid and wilderness survival to gardening and basic home repairs. Speaking of gardening, learning how to grow your own food can provide a sustainable source of nutrition when grocery delivery apps are offline and supermarkets are out of reach. Community plans are also essential. In times of crisis, coming together as a community can make all the difference. Establishing a plan with your neighbors for sharing resources, skills, and information can provide a much-needed safety net. Being prepared also means having essential supplies on hand. Stocking up on food and water, medical supplies, and basic tools can help ensure you have what you need to weather the storm. First aid knowledge is a valuable skill. Knowing how to treat injuries, recognize symptoms of illness, and provide basic care can be life-saving. Maintenance skills, too, are important. Being able to perform basic repairs on your home, your vehicle, or even your tech can keep you safe and comfortable. And let's not forget about the importance of having a good supply of food and water. During an internet outage, your ability to order takeout or even purchase groceries could be severely limited. Having a stockpile of non-perishable food and clean water can keep you nourished and hydrated until normal services resume. Survival is about more than just staying online, it's about staying alive. So, equip yourself with the knowledge, skills, and supplies you need to thrive, no matter what challenges the future may bring. In a world reliant on the internet, an outage is more than an inconvenience, it's a wake-up call. We've journeyed through the day the internet went dark, uncovering the far-reaching impacts on Microsoft services like Power BI, Microsoft Fabric, Microsoft Teams, and administrative centers. We've seen the vulnerabilities exposed within our digital infrastructure, with disruptions affecting everything from airports and banks to businesses large and small. We've delved into theories of cyber attacks, sabotage, and even government control, highlighting the need for vigilance and preparedness. We've also discussed the importance of staying informed and ready for any catastrophic event. From the use of ham radios and satellite phones to essential preppers' tips, we've explored strategies to ensure that we're not caught unprepared. We've looked at offline survival beyond tech, focusing on the necessities of life such as food, water, medical supplies, gardening, and basic tools. By now it's clear that preparation is key. Having a plan in place, knowing how to use your resources, and being able to adapt to changing circumstances can make all the difference in a crisis. It's not just about tech, it's about resilience, resourcefulness, and readiness. In the face of an internet outage, it's crucial to remember that we are not solely defined by our digital lives. We're capable of much more. We can read books, write letters, start gardens, and build communities. We can turn to our neighbors, form networks, and support each other. Even in the face of adversity, we can thrive. The recent global internet outage has served as a stark reminder of our heavy reliance on internet connectivity. In a world so interconnected, our greatest strength could also be our greatest vulnerability. But it's also shown us that we're capable of more than we often realize. It's shown us the importance of preparation, resilience, and community. It's shown us that even in the face of a crisis, we have the power to adapt, to survive, and to thrive. The recent global internet outage is a stark reminder. In a world so interconnected, our greatest strength could also be our greatest vulnerability.